My name's Daniel, and I need to get this off my chest. If you're listening, don't think of it as a ghost story. I'm not one of those people who chases the supernatural. I don't even like horror movies. But this happened to me, and I can't explain it. When my Aunt Lydia passed away, she left me her house. Big old place from the 1920s. Creaky floors, weird drafts that come out of nowhere. You know the type. I didn't move in. I just started clearing it out on weekends, boxing things up for donation. One rainy Saturday, I ended up in the attic. The smell up there was like old books and mothballs, mixed with that damp insulation that makes your throat itch. That's where I found it. This long, flat wooden box, wrapped in what was left of some canvas. The thing crumbled apart when I touched it. Inside was a painting. It wasn't a landscape or a still life. It was a family portrait. A man, a woman, and a little boy, maybe 8 or 9 years old. The man wore a stiff gray suit. The woman had a high-collared dress, and the boy was dressed like he was headed to Sunday school. I don't know why, but I carried it downstairs and leaned it against the wall in the study. That night, when I walked past the study, I swear the boy's head was turned, just a little, like he'd been staring toward the door. I laughed at myself, told myself I was tired, imagining things. But the next morning, the woman's pose had changed. Her hands had been folded in her lap. Now, one arm was stretched out, reaching toward the edge of the frame. I actually said out loud, "Nope, not happening." Every day after that, the changes got worse. The man, let's call him Mr. Black, because that's how he felt to me. His eyes darkened into 2 bottomless pits. The boy, Samuel, his smile widened, a grin too sharp for his face. And the woman, Eleanor, I don't know why the name came to me. She looked less and less like a painting, and more like she was trying to crawl out of it. And the background. Oh God. At first it was just a blur, then shadows, and finally, a 4th figure. Tall, hunched, faceless. At night, I started hearing things. Slow, deliberate footsteps in the attic above me. Scraping noises, like furniture dragging across the floor. Once, when I was half asleep, I heard a child's whisper right next to my bed. Daniel. The breaking point came one evening when I caught movement out of the corner of my eye. I turned, and there it was, the boy's hand, pressed flat against the glass, his little palm leaving a smudge, like he was trying to push through. That was it. I snapped. I grabbed the portrait, hauled it outside, and smashed it against the driveway. Glass went everywhere. But the canvas, it didn't tear. If anything, the image got sharper. The 3 faces were twisted now, screaming, mouths open wide. I dropped it and bolted inside, heart pounding. And when I turned toward the study, it was there, leaning neatly against the wall, like it had never moved. Only now, there were 4 figures. Mr. Black, Eleanor, Samuel, and me. I swear to God, it was me. Hollow eyes, mouth stretched open like I was screaming. I must have passed out because the next thing I knew, it was morning. And the portrait was gone. I searched everywhere. Attic, basement, closets, even the trash cans. Nothing. But here's the thing. When I finally checked my phone, there was a new picture in my gallery. One I didn't take. It was the portrait. Same warped frame. Same family. Only now, the version of me inside it, he wasn't screaming anymore. He was smiling.